The human species is more or less bound by the mundane things that we subconsciously do every day. Wake up in the morning, down your coffee, and run down to your car to participate in the rut we seem to be perennially stuck in. A little change is all that we need to spice things up in an otherwise bland life. Something that we have been yearning for, yet never perceived. Something that the crowd is staring at right now. With the crowd in front of me and my thoughts for company, I slot the Maruti Suzuki Ignis into first gear as the traffic lights count down to the last few seconds. Then it strikes me, of all the cars around me at the lights, it is only the Ignis that catches eyeballs. There is reason for that. At first glance, it would be hard to tell the Ignis apart from a very well-modified Swift. And in a country where modifications to cars end up looking like an extra from the sets of an already stale Transformers movie, a glance is an achievement. Be it the headlights or the mean-looking grille, the Ignis is as serious as a compact crossover can be. But then, the side profile of the car speaks a different language. It is more funky than the brawny car you would think it to be, but the space inside is a matter to ponder over. I fit in the driver's seat just about right, with little wriggling space, and if I want to bring people along for the journey, this car isn't gonna cut it. The car sure looked bigger than it really is in the parking lot, or are my eyes getting tired? The rear design of the car is a lost cause. The oversized tail lights look like they were stolen in haste from a Nissan Terrano. The rear bumper has Ritz written all over it. Now that they killed the Ritz, not many will notice that, leave alone complain. The tall body design helps me overcome potholes with ease when compared to the cars around me that I see inching towards a scraped bottom. That doesn't mean that I would take the car off the beaten path. I ain't stupid. The interiors of the Ignis feel different too. The tablet-sized infotainment system is a well-thought-out feature, while the toggle switches that control the AC and similar features make me feel like I'm in a cockpit. I definitely like that feel. And the different combinations of interior styling packages with exterior colors make sure that my Ignis is 1 in 1,000. In a sea of mediocrity, it is only the unique that stand out. We leave the city behind and roll on to the highway, a stretch of blackness running into the horizon. The ride seems smooth enough, the suspension not complaining much. The steering wheel has an impressively small turning radius, but lacks in providing feedback. As I push the car into corners, there is some evident body roll, but nothing that is unsettling. The Ignis is a well put together car, I think to myself, given the segment it is slotted in. The presence of dual airbags and ABS along with EBD assure me that I will be safe and protected till my journey ends. As I drive on, I am pressed into thinking that something about the Ignis feels familiar, even though Maruti Suzuki claims it is a fresh new car. It is the engine, the same mill that does duty on the Swift and the Baleno. The performance figures are nothing new to talk about. It might feel marginally quicker, but it is only due to its lower curb weight, 82 horsepower from the petrol variant and 74 horsepower from the diesel one. Familiar numbers. Fuel stations pass by and I glance at the gauges to see if I need a refill. 20 kilometers to the litre is what the numbers show. Not bad for a city car. As my journey draws to a close, a thought hits me. The Ignis might look fresh, but that is only another illusion that the automakers are trying to pull off. Not everyone falls for the same trick all the time. The slits on the C-pillar from the Suzuki Fronte Coupe and the clamshell-type bonnet from the Suzuki Vitara are part of that trick. When I look long enough at the Ignis, it is more than evident that the body style was a straight derivation from the Brezza. The seats and steering wheel borrowed straight from the Baleno. How long will Maruti play mix and match, I wonder? The only true fresh thing that sets the Ignis apart is that it is the first diesel hatchback to receive the AMT unit. But then, who is to blame for Maruti's attempt to do minimalistic R&D before launching a new car?
Why doesn't the company give us a whole new platform?
Come to think about it, all fingers point towards me and the numerous sheep I saw crossing at the traffic lights. People spend more time with their nose buried into their phones and papers that anything that is even remotely new is enough to send them into a buying frenzy. It is only natural for an automaker to take advantage of the shallow memory that the market has and bring out a supposedly new car who's crossing the road to participate in that rat race.